I get it that you want to have a relationship with Dante. I see how much you love your kids and that you've done your best to be a good father to them. I see how you love Michael and Morgan and...
Listen, okay, hold on. Help me. Go to Dante and tell him to give me a chance.
That is not up to me.
Yes, it is up to you. It's because of you that my son looks at me like I'm a stranger. You owe me that.
I owe you nothing.
This must be tough for you from a business perspective. I'm a cop who knows way too much, and I should probably die. But as it turns out, I'm Sonny's son, and that comes as a surprise to everyone, me especially. And he's got a sentimental attachment to me. He told you not to kill me, didn't he?
That was his order.
Well, once Sonny's in prison, I'm sure you'll be taking over the business, and you can pretty much come after me anytime you want, right?
Don't you even care that Sonny's protecting you? Even though you lied to his face and you're doing everything that you can to destroy him.
Wait a minute, are you telling me that I should be grateful to the man who shot me?
How about some gratitude? And some respect for your father?
If you knew what was good for you, you'd clear out of here now.
Hey, I'm just here to meet Carlos and buy some of his fine Havana Royals.
Yeah? There's no one out here but me and Milo.
And the poor bloke you're using for target practice.
He's gone. Didn't see his face.
Well, it's not really my business. I just know I'm supposed to meet Carlos here, and returning to the Haunted Star empty-handed is not an option.
Get him out of here.
Hey, it's a big pier. I think there's room for all of us.
Yeah? Because I was just thinking it's getting kind of crowded.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I'll leave you two to play your little game of cops and robbers. Or is it robbers and more robbers? Out.
You got pregnant with my child, and you lied. Made up stories about who the father is, could be this guy, could be that guy. I thought that you were scared and confused. You didn't know what you were doing.
I knew what I was doing. I was protecting my child.
Well, I would have protected my child, too.
Yeah, Sonny. Gangsters have a really great track record of keeping the people they love safe.
I would have taken responsibility, and I sure as hell would have raised my son, and you know
Had that chance with Michael and with Morgan.
And I give thanks every day of my life for them. But Dante's my firstborn. I can see that we're a lot alike. I just want to get to know him.
This is so typical of you. You see whatever you want to see, Sonny. Dante
I was cheated! My son never got to know me as his father. The damage is on you.
Oh, you want to talk about damage? You want to talk about damage? How about the damage you did when you put a bullet in his chest?
That wouldn't have happened if I had known he was my son.
I am sorry that I let that investigation go on for as long as it did, but I will never, never apologize for keeping my kid out of your world of crime and corruption. You want to know the proof that I did right? The proof is the fine man that I raised. He has values. He knows right from wrong. He's a fine, upstanding man. Now, can you look me in the eye and tell me that that's the man he would have turned into if he would have grown up in your world? I didn't think so.
You're alive because of Sonny.
You know what? Technically, you are right. I'm alive because Sonny knocked out my mother, but that doesn't mean I owe him a damn
Michael
thing.
heard you talking to Johnny Zakar. That's how he knew you were a cop. And he went to tell Sonny, and Sonny actually thought Michael was lying out of jealousy because he believed in you. He trusted you. He was going to hand you everything.
Well, what can I say? I'm good at my job.
You know what the worst part is? That I doubted Michael, too. You were convincing. You ran your mouth a little too much, but you came through when it mattered. You saved Lulu from Franco.
I was separate. That guy was nuts, and it didn't matter at that point whether I was a cop and you were a gangster or what.
Yeah, but you didn't give up your cover.
Well, if it meant stopping Franco, I would have given up my cover. I tell you, that's the truth.
You know what? I actually believe you. And I'm the one who believed you when you told me you screwed up the hit on Tommy Soto. I talked Sonny out of firing you. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah, and I used to be able to tell when people were lying to me or not. Obviously, I'm not that good at it anymore. But you're not going to tell me that the relationship you had with Sonny wasn't real.
What can I say, okay? I fell for the mobster with the heart of gold routine. Okay, hook, line, and sinker. Right up until the moment he shot me.
What do you expect? You go into a man's house, you gain his trust, you lie to his face, and he finds out you're a cop. You're lucky you're not dead.
All right, I'm curious, Jason. Would you have done that? If I was a cop standing in front of you with a badge and a warrant but no gun in my hands, would you have pulled the trigger?
I'd like to know the answer to that. You know, I found out I was wrong about Sonny. He's not really kind or honorable. He doesn't really have a code or limits, and as long as he pretends to have a conscience, as long as he pretends that he's a good person who's sometimes forced to do bad things, no one will stand up and stop him.
I mean, what do you expect, Lulu? Do you think Sonny's going to sit you down and tell you every terrible thing he's done? He tries to be honorable. He tries to be kind.
Until it gets in the way of business.
Until it gets in the way of survival. We're talking about a boss who let an undercover cop in his organization as far as Sonny let Dante in. He gets taken out. When Sonny pulled that trigger, he was fighting for everything.
You still haven't said if you would have done it.
Dante was supposed to die. I made all the arrangements. I was going to kill you. Even though you saved Lulu because you're a rat cop who came after us.
Yeah, but you still wouldn't have done it the way Sonny did. Shot him point blank, him standing right in front of you. He didn't even have a gun.
I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know what I would have done.
You know, it doesn't matter. Sonny taught me a lesson when he shot me, okay? I cannot believe him, and I cannot trust him. And the fact that he's now my father doesn't change that lesson. So you can just go ahead and tell Sonny that I don't need or want his protection.
Oh, trust me, I've tried to tell him. But whether you like it or not, Sonny is your father, and he's not going to give up on you.
You okay?
Come here and ask me that.
You're shaking.
Yeah, it's just cold. Well, you heard Jason. Sonny's protecting me. He's not giving up on me. I think that's supposed to reassure me, but it feels more like I got a noose around my neck. Like no matter what I do, I'll never be free of Sonny.
What took you so long?
Oh, your father has thought of nothing else but his precious delivery.
Can you blame me? Those Savannahs are heaven on a leaf, rolled on the tender thighs of mountain virgins.
You planning on smoking them or plying them with liquor?
Unfortunately, we'll be doing neither. I return empty-handed.
What? Who? What? Did cops come? Did Carlos take off? He didn't get my money, did he?
Oh, your money's right here. I assume Carlos was hiding from the gunfire.
What gunfire?
The gunfire. When I showed up to the pier, I heard shots, walked in on Max and Milo conducting some of Sonny's business. I asked them if they'd seen Carlos, but they were a tad disagreeable.
Well, they're idiots.
Well, are you planning on telling Sonny about this?
Oh, hey, there's no need to overreact. I mean, Max and Milo basically said, we're busy, bugger off, or something like that. So when they waved their guns in my face, I decided it was time for me to leave.
Well, you don't seem fazed by it.
Well, I spend my nights fleecing sheep here at these tables. I mean, it does a body good to mix it up with a rough crowd.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it?